So just a little bit of intro before I start. I was vlogging my son listening to music, and then I heard the soundbar sounding like absolute shit. So this is what I did next. How dare you fucking distort? That is not what you're supposed to do. What is it? Where's the fucking remote? It's power off. Stop fucking distorting when I'm trying to play music on full volume. Where are you going? I didn't ask for you to leave. Stupid. Oh, Soundbar. Fuck. I was totally vibing to that as well. Right, let's play something else then. Okay. If that's not good enough for you, we'll play something else for you. Excuse me, where's the fucking options?
And my younger son, Andrew.
Stupid skybox.
There's a rumor going round about you and round.
What? Cut out.
There's a rumor going round.
Ah! Ah! Where is my fucking high quality audio? I don't want distortion and fucking popping. Panasonic! Piece of junk. What a piece of shit! What a piece of shit! A piece of shit. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Oh, it stinks. That's what you get. Suck on that, Panasonic. Wait. Why throw it away when I can just make a video on how shit it is just purely for content? Oh my god, I gotta get it back out. Ugh. Eat my fucking plug. I hope that intro wasn't too overdramatic. Still a piece of shit. 80 watts my ass. It's almost like the bloody biggest companies make the worst frigging crap and still expect us to buy it? What kind of bullshit is this? And I have you know that this soundbar wasn't fucking cheap either. Like, it's so expensive, and yet it performs like dog shit. Like, what was all that? Where's my high quality audio? I mean, like, I didn't do anything wrong. I just, like, why give me the option to go on max volume if the fucking thing doesn't like it? This is bollocks. Like, does that not make sense? That's gotta make sense. Who knows? Maybe I'm thinking too much of this soundbar. I'm just overthinking it, that's it. I mean, maybe I should give it a few more tries with some different songs. Ah! All I did was plug it in and everything. Well, shit. Okay, is this fucking not the fucking... I hate power surges. I fucking hate you so much. I hate you. Okay, maybe it's not plugged in properly. Oh shit! The entire fucking socket pretty much exploded. Oh. Right, does it work now? Okay. Okay, thank God. Okay, it blew the fucking socket surge protector as well. So now I'm going to play a few songs, and I'm going to put a flashlight to the speaker so you can see the excursion, and also just so how you can hear how distorted this thing is if you push it above like 70% volume. Like, honestly, this soundbar is not that good, unless you're listening to some like low volume, you know, like TV shows or something. Because the problem with how this distorts is like, when there's a lot of bass, it basically just lowers the volume of the mids and trebles, along with compressing it so much that you just hear that much distortion. And then don't even get me started on how much bass you're actually hearing, because it's that much that the soundbar is, like, the actual drivers are smacking against the magnet, and that's what that popping noise is. Also, if you want to hear, like, a proper sound test video on something like, I don't know, like 20 or 50% volume, let me know in the comments, but this was a full volume test, and it sounds shit on full volume, so let me know in the comments if you want to hear a more lower volume demonstration, because I can assure you that it works a bit better on lower volumes, it sounds a bit more adequate. Although, like, I don't like how it has a surround effect, which basically just adds echo to the actual sound, and that's it. You call that surround, mate? Like, you speak to an audiophile about that, and they'll just laugh at you. Ah! That scared me! Why do you have two buttons that do the same fucking thing? This will clip it for sure. I mean, bottom it out. It's hard to tell if it's clipping or bottoming out. I mean, the speakers are moving a lot. All right, we get to the good part. That's hurting my ears. What? It shut off! Guys, I know it looks like I'm flipping you off, but I'm really not. Just my hands were obviously, I got my phone and it's a bit awkward. I know it looks what it seems, but it really isn't. You're just gonna have to forgive me for that. That's bullshit! You weak piece of shit! You weak arsehole! Don't you ever shut off without my fucking command! That is my command, only I do stuff like that. I only
At NFU Mutual, we offer quality insurance for
no one
businesses
gives a
large and small.
fuck!
For business insurance,
No
you
one
can
gives
rely-
a... I don't give a fuck! What are you doing? There's got to be some more bassier stuff on here. This has got to do something. Holy shit! This thing wants to shake all over the place. We'll just do it again. Now, just because it sounds terrible on full volume doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad soundbar. Like, honestly, I've come across worse. But I don't know, I'd say between 20 and 50% volume. Like, what people would have their volume on the most, like, it's fine at around that range. Like, it's got bass, it's got plenty of bass, although it's quite muddy bass, even on acceptable volume levels. I'll just give you a demonstration of it on normal sounding volume levels. Just anything that isn't full volume, I'll give you a demonstration.
£250 on any TV from 649.
Gold standard. Gold dust. Pop.
Pack well like the guy that it be extra. I am free, baby. Oh, there's a rumor going round about it. Pack well like the guy that it be extra. I am free, baby. Tonight, how are you? There's a rumor going round.
It sounds alright on normal volume levels. Like I said, the bass is, and what doesn't help is this drivers fire upwards, and because this thing doesn't support Dolby Atmos or actual surround sound effects, I find it kind of pointless, because it makes it sound a bit more undetailed when it's not facing straight at you. And so then you get all this unnecessary echo, which I guess for some people it might add to the immersion, but for me it doesn't. Because it's not like I'm hearing sound behind me or anything. I mean, I'm hearing stuff above me. But at the end of the day, it's still stereo sound. So you're not getting the fancy surround features out of this soundbar. Which, if people are reading the specs and says 2.0 channel and still buys it anyway, maybe they're not going to care that much. Most people who buy a soundbar just buy a soundbar for convenience. Maybe the people who don't care so much about audiophile sound quality and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the bass is a bit muddy, and because of how the soundbar is like designed, like it can be a bit undetailed at times. But when it comes to like the mids and highs, but yeah, it's mostly fine on acceptable volume levels until you push it. I'm just going to talk you through the soundbar bit. So, obviously, TV's your optical toss link, which is obviously at the back of the soundbar. There's actually a switch at the back as well that you can choose between, it just standing up on like your TV or something like this, for example. Or you can choose to select it to the wall mounting position, because you can actually mount this soundbar onto the wall as well. Now, BD-DVD is an option. Obviously, you've got RCA jacks at the back, so that's that. And like the adapter that comes with this soundbar, it's got two RCAs, which is left and right, and that just goes to an aux cable at the end. So that's what that is, and obviously there's your input here, which you can switch between. It's got Bluetooth as well, so you can connect your phone up to it and that. Clear voice is useful because you can it improves volume on dialogue and that, which is very useful if you can't hear dialogue very well. Surround is absolutely useless, and I will get to that in a minute. Now, you can control volume and that on the soundbar, no worries, but you cannot control clear voice and surround on the soundbar. You have to use the remote for that. Now, with the remote, here's the surround, there's the surround and clear voice. I apologise for it being dirty, that's not my fault. And then you've got your Bluetooth here, and you can also mute the soundbar from the remote as well, which I'm not sure if you can do on the soundbar or not. I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever tried, so what I do know is there isn't a specific button for it. Now, the drivers is... It's confusing because if you put like a flashlight, as you can see, it looks like there's 2 drivers on either side. No, there isn't. There's one driver here, which is 40 watts, and then here's another driver here, which is also 40 watts, which totals the 80 watt RMS output. Now, these 2 in the centre area, these are passive radiators because this is a sealed soundbar, sealed enclosure, so obviously this does improve bass on like especially small drivers like this, but obviously it's not as good if you want like deep bass because that's like ported enclosures are just better for deep bass. Now, it's not bad for something like this where it's like a very compact form factor. Like, to be honest, this actually does sound decent for what it is because look at how compact the soundbar is. This measures at around 32 inch or something like that, lengthwise. Full standard volume demonstration, which I believe this soundbar shines at. Like I said, anything more than 70% volume, this thing just sounds like utter shit. You have this specific model of soundbar, or most of the soundbars really, just do not put them on full volume. Because, like, for example, that popping you're hearing, which is obviously the actual coil smacking against the magnet, that can be very damaging for your speakers. So, like, honestly, just don't put this soundbar on full volume, or, you know what I mean? So giving it a proper sound test, obviously I've done a few more songs, you know, that are not on camera. But yeah, at least in my personal experience, it's okay. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest either. Like I said, especially if you push it. And also, one more thing before I end the video. Don't even bother with the built-in surround feature. It is fucking useless. All it does is add echo to the sound, and that's it. It doesn't give you true surround sound. It's that virtualized stuff that I personally hate. Like I said, adding a bit of echo to the sound doesn't make it surround sound. It might make you sound like you're in a bigger room. Like, for example, you know, you move into a new house, for example, and there's nothing in it, and like, you know, when you talk or shout, like, there's so much echo because there's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much what it sounds like. It's like adding a bit more echo to the sound. It's not true surround sound, so I don't know why they bothered adding that feature, because it's honestly useless. The clear voice feature's useful though, where it gives a bit more, you know, like, it gives a bit more volume to the dialogue, so that's a useful feature, especially if, like, you're hard of hearing or something like that. But either way, this soundbar is still a massive upgrade from your built-in TV speakers, as long as you do not play it on full volume, because, like I said, full volume on this soundbar is utter garbage. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a built-in amplifier bottom out its built-in speakers. Like, I've heard plenty of distortion and that, but this so far has topped it. Like, that's just hilarious. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.